For centuries they had pitched their black horsehair tanks in the plains of Singaria on the edge of the Gobi Desert. Forced by lack of water and grass, Suleiman Shah led out his people and made westward, finding the hordes of Tartars to his north and pressing in behind him. He turned south and so came through Armenia into Asia Minor into modern history. Suleiman died and Ertugrul reigned in his stead. And after him came Emir Usman and Sultan Orhan, and from father to son 10 generations of sultans followed each other, often brutal and vicious, often unjust and bestial. They were rulers, leaders of men and generals. The founding fact of them, a word of dying empires. The Dictator Seljuk, the worn out Arab Empire of Baghdad, and of the caliphs and the corrupted Byzantine. These they smashed and conquered, within 300 years of the death of Suleiman Shah. His 10th descendant, Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent, the Lawgiver, ruled with justice and strengthening an immense empire which stretched from Albania on the Adriatic coast to the Persian frontier, from Egypt to Caucasus. Hungary and the Crimea were his vassals. The sovereigns of Europe came with presents asking his help in their cause. His army stood across the road to the east. His fleet sailed supreme in all the Mediterranean. North Africa acknowledged his sovereignty. Constantinople was his. He made one great bid for world domination. In 1580 he hammered on the gates of Vienna and seized Christendom by the throat. He failed, and after him came corruption. His heir was Selim the Fourth. It was said that the royal blood changed and that Selim was a bastard by an Armenian servant. After him, with but one exception, came 27 sultans, each more degenerate than the last. The palace harem, the pimps and eunuchs got closed. Without leaders, the Turks went the way of all flesh. The steel fiber went out from them. Their energy, hardiness, and vitality disappeared. Their energy, hardiness, and vitality disappeared. They became corrupted blood and morals. Their subject people revolted against them. Greece, Serbia, Bulgaria declared their independence. Within 300 years of the greatness of Suleiman the Magnificent, the Ottoman Empire lay bankrupt, decrepit, and rotting. Convinced that it must break up the Christian powers pressed in eager to grab and annex where they cleared Russia, seized the Crimea and the Caucasus, and laid claims to Constantinople and galloped through the Dardanelles into the Mediterranean. France laid hands on Syria and Tunis. England occupied Egypt and Cyprus. England occupied Egypt and Cyprus. The new and expanded Germany championed the Sultan Abdul Hamid against the rest of Europe, planning to annex as soon as the other rivals had been making off. All the nations claimed special rights and economic privileges. As greedy for their lead as luters, the Christian powers sat waiting for the end, afraid of each other, preparing for the stupendous catastrophe of the World War. They watched each other in jealousy. No one power dared rushing, and so the dying Ottoman Empire lived on, while the Red Sultan Abdul Hamid from his palace on the Bosphorus cunningly played the nations one against the other. In 1877, Russia decided to make an end of all this, declared war and advanced to within 10 miles of Constantinople. Led by the Israeli at the Congress of Berlin, the rest of Europe warmed her back. The integrity of the Ottoman Empire must be maintained. 4 years later, there was born in the town of Salonika at the head of the agency of a Turk called Alireza, and of Zubeda, his wife, a boy whom they named Mustafa. Part 1. Grey Wolf, Chapter 1. Alireza and Zubeda lived the threadbare life of the Ottoman Turk, poverty-stricken yet dignified. Their house was in the Turkish quarter of Salonika, halfway up the hill, under the walls of the old fort, below which lay the sprawling little commercial town, full of Jews, and the port through which came the export trade of the Balkans. Alireza was an insignificant little man, without any deep belief or outstanding character. When a boy he had come down from the Albani mountains on the Serbian frontier and found work as a clerk in the offices of the Ottoman debt administration in the port of Salonika. Like 1,000 other Turkish government clerks, he did his routine work without enthusiasm or particular ability. His pay was insufficient, and often so many months in Kerry areas that in order to keep his family and make both ends meet, he was forced to supplement it by private trading in his spare time.